All right, guys, so I'm going to show you now how to put all this information you have to do today into a slideshow. So again, you are going to that top assignment in Google Classroom, the Creative Utopian project, and you are either creating a Google slideshow right in that assignment, or you're adding a link if you're doing an infographic, a Prezi, that sort of thing. Okay, first things first, when you go to create a slideshow from here on out for the rest of high school and college, you need to make sure it looks professional in some way. Yes, this is a creative project and we're having fun with it, but you still want it to be a slideshow or an infographic, whatever, that is easy on the eyes and is attractive, and the colors that you're choosing, the fonts, that sort of thing. You are not to use pictures as a background, because a lot of times the pictures get really fuzzy and distorted and they're hard to read anyway, or hard to see. And then whenever you put font on top of a picture, it makes it really hard to read. And then you get really funky. Like some letters have to be white and some letters have to be yellow for the font to show up. So no pictures is your background. The other thing I don't want to see is that every slide or every section of your infographic or whatever it is has a different like neon color as the background. Okay, I shouldn't see one slide of neon pink and another of neon yellow. Again, it's hard to see, hurts the eyes, and it's not uniform. So instead, when you open a Google slideshow, it automatically comes up with themes. So you should be going through and choosing a theme. What this does is it applies the same background, the same font throughout your entire slideshow. You can look for more, like if you scroll all the way down, I think you can look for more. To get to this, you can also click on slide at the top and then click change theme. And that will also help you to choose a theme throughout. Okay. So I'm just going to pick one basic right here. Okay. If you're adding this into Google Classroom onto the assignment like you should, then the title should come up automatically, right? Otherwise, if you have to come up with a title, then you want the name to represent what the assignment is. Right? I don't want to see an untitled slideshow. It doesn't make sense, right? So it should say your name and then the project and the assignment title. Okay. Now, if I look at the requirements, on my title slide is where I have to have the name with my explanation, and I have to have a colored flag with some sort of symbol for my utopia. So I explained in the last video that I am going to make my utopian called the bubble. Reason being, I'm going to create my society to be literally within a bubble. So in the subtitle, I'm going to say why I named it the bubble. My screen is lagging. There we go. And that's going to be a few sentences of an explanation. Okay. The other thing that you have to have on here is a colored flag with a symbol of your utopia, with an explanation of why you chose those colors and why you chose that symbol. So there's a couple options here. You can go to Google Images. You can find a picture of something that you like. You can copy and paste it in or insert it in and then explain why you chose that. If you want to come up with one on your own, which I'm hoping you do because this is creative, you can come up in here you can do insert and you can do shape. You can choose a shape of your flag, and you don't have to just go with a rectangle, right? But you can choose what your flag's going to look like. Okay. You can put an image over top of it. If you want all one color, you can look for the little paint can over up here, right? And I could make it a different color if I wanted to. Okay. So you can do it that way. What you can also do is, I believe there is, maybe there's not, there was a drawing. Okay. I guess not. So you can just add your shape. And then, if you wanted stripes, then you can just come up to the line option up here. And you can click this little button here that's like the line between two dots. That will allow you to create lines if you want to create lines. If you want stripes. If you want a image like a star or something, then you can again come up to the shape option. You can put stars in, you can put hearts, smiley faces. You can take an image from Google and you can put an image on there. Okay, so you have ways to customize what your flag looks like. And again, these are going to be symbolic. So now it's going to be, you're going to have a description why I chose my flag and explain your choice.